Hey y'all. So welcome to Unfiltered but Still Covered. Honest conversations, grace still applied. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun with this episode, okay? Just go with me, girl. Go with me. Cause you're gonna understand. Cause we homies and this is what we do. So think about that homegirl you out doing what you do, whatever, and just leave it there. So my first question, girl, are you dating a partner or are you assembling a project? Let that sit. Welcome to Build a Bear Workshop, but we're going to call this Build a Dude Workshop. Build a Dude Workshop. So, listen, before we actually get into the episode, I need everybody to sit down, unclench, and stop texting our boy while listening to this. Because today we're talking about Build a Dude Workshop. And baby, some of us, because I'm going to say us, are not in relationships. We're in a construction zone. You got emotional blueprints, spiritual duct tape, patience, prayers, vision boards, and a dream. Whole time, this man missing screws, instructions, and he's not even emotionally available to you. Now, while you listening to this episode, I don't want you to focus on your ex or your sneaky link or the dude you swear got potential. I want you to pay attention to yourself, your patterns, your excuses, and your emotional habits. And if something in this episode hit a nerve, don't run from it, sit with it. That's how you learn to grow and heal. Okay? Because, baby, somewhere along the line, a lot of us started dating projects instead of partners. And that's real. So, we're going to say Build a Do Workshop is closed. Ladies, if every sentence about your relationship starts with once he, congratulations, you are currently shopping at Build a Dude Workshop. Let's give some examples of this. Once he matures, once he healed from what his mama did, or whoever, once he gets his life together, once he learns how to communicate, at what point do we stop dating unfinished potential and start dating reality? Mm. Some of us fell in love with possibility instead of truth. Uh oh. Uh oh. Am I talking to you? Okay. Because you can't build emotional maturity out of chemistry and hope. Oh, what they say? I'm spitting. Baby, if you got to spiritually, emotionally, mentally, even financially assemble this man like furniture from IKEA, he probably ain't ready. And think about that furniture from IKEA. It's not cheap. I mean, it's cheap and it's not sturdy. It just works. Okay? It's a filler. But this is where it gets tricky because sometimes we mistake potential for purpose. And potential will have you stuck because it's dangerous and it gives just enough hope to keep you emotionally invested. Tiny good moments. Maybe I went out somewhere and you really had a good time. You genuinely had a good time with him. The bare minimum feels so meaningful. I would even say the bare minimum for me felt meaningful because I didn't have it. I never experienced it, you know? Like the first time I got flowers or chocolate or something for Valentine's Day, or even just the smallest acknowledging, you notice my hair is done different. attention, like attaching to different little glimpses. You might catch them, peeping you out, checking you out, smiling, winking, a little seductive. She look kind of good. You know what I'm saying? That's those little bare minimal moments, or romanticizing what could be the build a bear part. The version of him in your head and the version of him in real life are two completely different relationships. Uh huh. Uh oh. Uh huh. Because some of us are loyal to people we created emotionally, but you're not dating who he is. You're dating who you keep hoping he'll become. Ouch. Is that your toe? I'm sorry, girl. My bad. My bad. I'm sorry. Girl, he said one motivational quote. Now you think he healed. He went to church with his grandma on Friends and Families Day. He done seen a new light, walked up to the altar for prayer. I didn't say he got baptized. He walked up to the altar for prayer. You girl, he's starting to go to church. And remember, you was calling a gas station for 3 weeks because you met him at the gas station. Or what about Burger King? Because you met him at the Burger King drive thru. Baby, let's talk about how we over spiritualize red flags. Every struggling man is not your assignment. Hmm. Just because he say God got me in his bio does not mean God sent them to you. Some of y'all hear a man pray over dinner one time and suddenly you picking baby names. Like, and then he probably said something like Jesus wept. Because I know somebody who did that for years. Jesus swept. Jesus swept. And what? It ain't even right. It's Jesus wept, cried. This person was saying Jesus wept, but whatever. Oh my goodness. You got to think about like calling dysfunction a test. I think we I we do that. We do that and oh Jesus. Something to happen. Oh, that's just the Lord testing our relationship, girl. We made it though. That's my boo. Trying to pray people into readiness. Do you know what that is? Let's talk about it. Praying he gets ready for a job, praying he starts maturing. I pray that he gets his life together, does this, does that. He's spiritualizing you're spiritualizing inconsistency and you're ignoring the obvious signs that are right in your face because in your head, you're like, he gonna change, girl. He gonna change. My Jody, my Jody. He's gonna get better. My baby, he just the mama's boy. Girl, can't raise no man. What did K Michelle say? You cannot praise somebody into becoming who they refuse to become. Some relationships are lessons, not lifelong lessons. It was a pop quiz. Pass or fail, whatever. Pop quiz. We're moving on. Because there's other tests that's gonna be longer and bigger on down the line. And sometimes we use spirituality to avoid accepting reality. Mm. Trying to fix people can solely make you neglect yourself. So, who's really building us? Or who's building you? While you trying to build this bear, while you trying to build church's chicken, while you trying to build bowling alley, who's building you from the inside out? Because baby, while you over there building him, you need to have somebody pouring into you. Emotional exhaustion, constantly teaching, trying to show us right what to do and how to love you and how to do. I don't feel like, and this is just me, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong, leave a comment. I don't feel like I should have to teach somebody how to love me. You know what I mean? Because if you are that into me, you're going to want to know how to love me on your own. You're going to figure that out. And you're going to do the little things. And something that I can't stand, don't ask me what my love language is. That's old. We don't need that no more. That needs to be wiped off the map. Okay? What's your love language? At the moment, it's food. That's what my love language is, food. That's it. But if he loves you and he wants to love you, it's going to fall in line. He's going to figure out what you love, what you like, what you're trying to do, who you are, what you want to be. He's going to learn that on his own. Wasn't no love languages when our grandparents got married. You know what I'm saying? Who's helping you carry these relationships? Becoming somebody's therapist, you're losing yourself. You can't take care of everybody, especially if you're not taking care of yourself. I got so busy trying to help a man grow, I stopped checking on me. And I lost me trying to find him. And it wasn't even that I was trying to find him, I'm trying to help him find himself. What? How does that even make sense? Some of us know how to save every single person we come in contact with. We can give the best advice to everybody else but ourselves. Love should not constantly feel like unpaid emotional labor. Like, ask yourself honestly, are you in a relationship or are you managing a grown man? That song, have y'all heard that song? It's by K. Michelle. It's called Can't Raise a Man. I'm not gonna sing it, y'all. Calm down. I ain't about to start singing it. But let me think. It goes, Can't raise a man. He's already grown. What you gonna do? He acts like a boy. If his mama couldn't raise him, why do you think you get something like that? But basically, you can't raise no grown man. He is grown. His mama did it and she failed. Bad, whatever. His mama, dad, listen, you can't do it. And healing changes you because eventually you stop wanting projects. You got to heal, right? Once you start healing, your pieces, your broken pieces come together. You start seeing yourself for who you are, who you could be, and you start seeing your own potential. You're not going to want these projects because you're fixing you. And you see, you're going to see, I seen how hard it was for me to get to the point of I'm at peace. You know what I'm saying? I had to go through something and I went through it. Wasn't nobody trying to come over here pouring into me. And I'm talking about outside of your homegirls, your friends, you know what I'm saying? Late night cry sessions, Netflix and chill talks with your homegirls. I'm not talking about that. Healing just it starts changing what you entertain because you have peace. Emotional maturity or consistency is different. The biggest thing I feel like healing and growth develops is accountability. So many people do not have accountability. You are working on these men, trying to build them up. And why is it we gotta fill out the applications and find the jobs? What are they doing? They riding your car around, ain't putting no gas in it, eating the kids' snacks and juice and drinks, and you know what I'm saying? But be dressed fresh to death, but don't have a pot to do whatever in or a window to throw it out of. Still in their mama's, still in their bedroom, their childhood bedroom at their mama house. You know, no accountability for it. Oh, I'm just, I'm just trying to do me. Well, what, how long do you have to do you before doing you actually shows some type of a consistent, accountable trail of footprints where you have grown? What bag are they chasing? Where's it at? You know? The healed version of me stopped looking for somebody to fix and I started looking for somebody prepared. Somebody who was already where they needed to be. Somebody who was already willing to put in the work because let's think about it. If you're trying to fix a man, I'm not even gonna call him a man. If you're trying to build a dude, and you trying to make Burger King, you know what I'm saying? The top notch man, and you have this whole idea of what he should be. How's he gonna lead you? And he can't even lead himself to be what he needs to be because you're fixing him. So that should tell you right there, if you got to fix something and he's not willing to do the work on his own, he don't need to lead you anyway. Where he gonna lead you to? Now you both over there trying to fix each other. You done lost everything and everybody over there looking crazy. Been there, done that. I stopped asking, can I help him grow? And started asking, can he lead me? Can he communicate and love well right now in the moment? Potential sounds romantic until you realize years pass and nothing's changed. You know what I mean? Think about all the times how many conversations have you had? You're like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? But in 6 years, the 5 year goals and dreams never happened. Well, do you see yourself getting married? Yeah, of course I want to get married, whatever, whatever. But he ain't really put a title on what y'all even are. But us being women and who we are, and we just want to love and make sure he's okay and fix it, all we see is the potential of what he could be. But he's not fighting or doing what he needs to do to meet it because he don't see it in himself. All these years have passed. There's kids involved now. Y'all still going through the same thing over and over and over. Somebody's got to stop and listen. Praying for a husband is beautiful. But sometimes instead of praying for God's will, we start praying for specific people that God may have never even assigned to us. And baby, there is a difference. So I try not to. I believe in the Holy Trinity. Let's make that clear. That's why my podcast is called what it's called. But I don't want to sound all extra preachy. But if you look at the scripture, Proverbs 3, 5, chapter 3, verses 5 and 6, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not. That scripture basically means stop forcing your own vision so hard that you ignore what God is showing you. Pray for peace, pray for discernment, pray for wisdom, pray for the ability to walk away from what looks good but isn't healthy, right? Because, baby, you don't need to build a man from scratch. You deserve somebody emotionally prepared to meet you right where you are. Hey, this has been unfiltered but still covered. Honest conversations, grace still applied.